we're going to see increasing friction between China and the rest of the world. There's a very simple reason for that. China has great ambitions. You can't begrudge those ambitions. They've been thinking for hundreds of years about how can we be what those British were? How can we be what those Americans are? How can we be a bigger player in the world? How can we start making the rules in the global system instead of having to take everybody else's rules? After all, we've got 1 billion people here. That's gotta mean something. I've spent the majority of my career living in and working with China. China is a very, very different place to do business, and it's a very, very different place to do business with. Whether you decide to go and do business in China or not, China is coming to you. The question now is, what do you do to address that? Do you hunker down? Do you go defensive? Do you still engage in China? That answer is different for every company. That answer may be, even within a company, different for every product line. Our job is to work with you and to help figure out what is the role that China is going to be playing in your business going forward. So if you're sitting in today's C-suite and you're looking across the world and you see China and it looms larger and larger on your horizon, China is going to be a part of your business whether you like it or not. It's either going to be a market, or it's going to be a source of competition, or it's going to be a source of regulatory challenge. One way or the other, look over your shoulder. It's coming at you, and it's coming today. Every decision in the C-suite today has to take into account, how does this affect our audiences in China? How does this affect our potential in China? You may not realize it, but you have audiences in China. If you think for a moment in China that your first audience is consumers, you're wrong. Your first audience, whether you address them directly or not, is the government. So where does the rigors of running a business meet having to deal with the challenge of responding to governments? That's becoming an increasingly important part of the picture, not just in China, but around the world. We live, we operate in that space, and that's the core of what we do. It isn't just communicating with governments, it's understanding how do we build businesses that are designed to thrive in this world, that are designed to address the underlying concerns of all those audiences. We're global businesses whether we like it or not. And we're here to help you make that transition into being global. Our mantra is beyond expectations. Our goal is to make sure that we're propelling your company beyond the expectations of all of your stakeholders.